What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. I'm on the North Shore of Long Island in a historic district, which basically means you can't even work on the homes unless you get pre-approval. But we got a customer with a Weil-McLain, an ancient dinosaur that's seen better days. And let's just say, thank God, St. Mike came today. Check this out. Good morning. How are you, ma'am? Let's close this door. All right.
How's everything good?
I'm okay.
Good, good.
Took about an hour to get here.
I know, this traffic, right?
Here, I'm Mike. Let me give you my card and tell me what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I understand you have a Weil-McLain
Yes.
high efficiency cast iron boiler that
Yeah,
every so often goes on lockout.
exactly. See? Now it's working, but
Oof.
most of the time the red is blinking. Like I have to. It doesn't work. The red thing is blinking,
Yes.
and I have to put it like this, and then it started again.
Okay.
Like sometimes it's good for 1 day, sometimes 2 hours.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Did the boiler come with the house or you had it installed?
No, it wasn't that. Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had maintenance done on this?
My husband has to. So
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right. So Derek, let me show you what we have here. We have this Weil-McLain. I believe it's an HE model boiler, right? But looks a little different than what you normally see. It has this vent piping here that's got looks like some kind of sealant on all of the joints, what have you. That's not normal, obviously, right? And this is the inducer motor, like a furnace would have. That gray box, that's the intermittent. Not the intermittent pilot ignition system. That's the hot surface ignition controller. So it has a 110 volt hot surface igniter like some furnaces have, right? Little glow plug. There's your fan center relay. Here's your aquastat. There's your gas valve. All right. And yeah. So what they're having is what's happening is that ignition module there is going out on safety, right? And then it'll flash an error code. And the only way to get rid of that is to power cycle the boiler and restart it. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. But we're going to make sure that the hot surface igniter is within proper range, and because it may be the hot surface igniter is not doing what it's supposed to. But other than that, and the customer also said they replaced the flame sensor already, which indicates that it's new, and also said that the hot surface igniter was replaced, but I see like dirt and dust on that cabling, so I don't know how valid that is. So grab the tool bag, grab the knee pad, and we'll figure this out. All right, so let's measure resistance of that hot surface igniter. And we're at 46, so that's okay. We're good with that, but he is going to need that a new electrical. Oh wow, look at this. You even have, oh man, I should really call Weil-McLain about this. Oh man, rough shape. And 103. All right. Tight, but not reading 103. That is exactly why. Oh my God. Incredible. Lucky this didn't blow up. But is it you who replaced the hot service igniter, or a contractor?
A contractor.
A contractor did this. You want to tell me who it was?
I have a whole bunch of them.
Whole bunch of contractors, or a whole bunch of
whole
parts?
bunch of igniters.
A bunch of igniters. Really? Would you mind telling me which contractor it was, or you'd rather not?
It wasn't like a contractor. It was some guy.
Was it a task rabbit?
Yeah,
A handyman?
Yeah.
Well, a handyman
One of those guys.
could have caused a lot of damage, because your hot surface igniter is resting on the floor of the combustion chamber. Literally. Well, actually, it's almost resting. But if it was and it fell down another quarter of an inch, there would have been a big problem here. So that's where we're at right now. Unbelievable. All right, let's remove. Oh, it's not even screwed in. And a sheetrock screw? No, just a steel screw. It's like a game of operation here. All right, now. I don't want to burn myself. I'm still position 2 in the queue. Okay, here's the other screw, which is not the right one. Here is that hot surface igniter. There's that plate, which is hot. And this used to be there. This has got to cool off. Well, I guess there's a reason why they call me Saint Mike. Derek, let me get that clear case and see if I can put some screws in this thing. All right. Now the objective is to get this in there. Like that. That's gonna have to go there like that. All right. Can I have the red case, please? I need the short 5/16. All right, let's see if I can get this in there. Nope. There it is right there. All right, let's try that again. Okay, let's see if we can get this in there. Right there. Okay. All right, let's fire up and see what happens. But we're gonna have to retrofit this system. All right, just get ready to turn that off in case something happens here. Yeah, I got a shield, bro. Got my PPP, you know me, you know? Okay, we have the glow of the hot surface igniter. No, go back up there. You'll watch it later. Yep. Yeah, we got ignition. Okay. We got ignition. Alright, so now the hot surface igniter is where it should be. Everything's in place. But we need to do a lot of things here. With the starter connector here, stainless steel B vent. But when you factor in the cost of B vent, forget about labor. You don't want to replace this bad boy. I wish people didn't cover things up like this. Look at this. Why put a sticker over existing service work? Like, that's retarded. So it looks like an 11/12/2005 something out cone heat pipe changed. Oh, something, yeah, I bet you it needs to be changed. But this guy covered it all up. You know, if we get a flame here, we could probably take this sticker off and see what it says. But replace hot surface ignition module, ordered inducer motor, blood system, relay pulled out, advised on flue. Yeah, we've been talking about the flue forever with this thing.
Oh, damn.
Yep, no more service, and that's why. And you can go from there. But we will not just replace the parts to make the immediate problem go away. We need to correct all of that nonsense there, because I am not going to put my reputation on the line because, you know, the right thing to do here is replace, and you don't want to do that. So, any questions for me?
No.
Okay, we're on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering how you had this vent.
Since it was installed. Yes.
Goes
And
back to last century.
It does, correct. Yeah, probably does. Yes, it absolutely does. Probably was installed in like the 1980s or 1990s, and it's been chugging along. Doesn't mean it was right this whole time,
Yeah.
but now that you know, you know, forget about Keyspan being here before you bought the house, but they, you know, people are smart enough to document it then, so now I'm verbally telling you, and
Right.
and now you know.